Hello everybody and welcome to Romancefull's Tarot. I'm about to begin here with a reading. Now, this reading is a reading that is dedicated to the sign of Leo. My dear friends, this is a channeled reading with spirit to come and give you some very important messages. They are warnings on different type of levels. So I do have 4 of them here. It's very important. This is a general reading, so it's important that you take whatever is good and whatever applies to you, and you simply leave the rest aside. If ever you would like to contact me, you have any type of inquiry, all of my information is right below into the YouTube description box. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do take a brief moment of your time to click the subscribe button to show your support to the channel and to myself. And it is always and greatly appreciated. So with no further ado, let's begin this reading with spirit for you. We have Lovaria, followed by Oblivion. We have Panacea, and we're going to finish it off with Vertigo. So let's begin over here with Lovaria. Lovaria is about letting love grow. And this is a very particular image. I'm going to talk about it within the message I'm going to give you. But as we can see, there's a lady and there's what is portrayed to be the man with a flower and the skull into the bubble. What does all this mean? Letting love grow. Lovaria appears in when a healthy expression of love has kind of turned into an obsession with love. Or maybe even more specifically, an idea that is not love. The skeletons here, they are your expectations and they are limiting your experience of love right now. You need to release your attachments to what was and let a new concept of love evolve in your heart and evolve in your mind. Now, the embrace, it appears quite tender here between the lovers, but they are bound by the vines that simply trap them each to the other in a fixed expression that simply cannot grow. So now is the time to remember that your lover is only human. As evidenced by the skull, which is human, your lover is not a god, it's not a goddess, and so do not worship them. You need to enjoy them. Love is beautiful, and it's beautiful in all its expressions, but the extremes of passion and infatuation are simply not sustainable. It is time to find balance in love. Whether you're in an intimate relationship or not, whether you have a family or you don't, whether you have friends or you don't, it is time to rethink what love is in your life and how you express it. And as such, you need to also experience it. Be courageous. And if you want someone loving and kind, you must be kind and loving also. If you want someone who is secure in themselves and wants a healthy, positive commitment, then you must embody these qualities also. Lovaria is the soulmate here. Whenever we do meet it, it does mean that your soulmate could be in your environment close to you. So this is really about paying attention to anything that has to do with your desire to experience with love, with a lover, with a job, with home, with your holidays, with your animal companions. You need to let love grow. Moving on over to Oblivion. Oblivion is all about opening your arms, and would like you to notice here that she has these beautiful flowers that are taped to her back, such as wings. Now, I'm going to begin this by asking you a question. When I'm speaking about Oblivion, opening your arms, are you blind to the gifts that are around you? Do you tend, when you look into the mirror, to not really like the reflect that you see? There is something beautiful and there's something useful in a dark reflection and a sorrowful emotion. But the same emotions, they can turn quite ugly when they rot and when they fester to become simply self-pity, and they become kind of martyrdom. So the flowers here that I showed you, they are waiting for when you are ready. But it's very important. You can't wait too long because these beautiful flowers are going to die. Do not let everyone know what is going on in your head. It is time to keep up appearances. There's great beauty and there's great gifts around you, but you are turning your back to them. You must be brave. You must rise above the suction of self-pity. Avoid wallowing in indulgent sorrow. You have inflicted enough self-suffering. The girl here, she stands in a pool of water, water being the emotions they are physically manifesting. The water is reflecting the moonlight, but it grows quite stagnant. It needs to swirl, it needs to move. Her arms, they're folded in resistance. This is about blocking the peace and the fulfillment that you yearn for and that you are simply denying yourself. So the petals now, they are starting to fly away in the wind. Do not miss your opportunity because you are wallowing and feeling sorry for yourself. You need to open your arms. You need to receive the gifts that are waiting for you. Turn your face to the sun and let the shadow simply fall behind you. Panacea. There's a solution to every problem. When a situation or a person or a thing appears to tie you down, to hold you back at the same time, there is a blessing of an opportunity for a solution and a rebirth of that solution. The maiden here, she's floating along. Her feet are not even touching the ground. But the image does convey the day-to-day events in the grand scheme of her life. And it's about not holding herself down, not holding herself back. The rope and the rock on the one foot, well, it might slow her down a little bit, but there's a snake down there. And the snake is an ancient symbol of the goddess. And this is about rebirthing her. When Panacea appears for you, you need to allow a situation to transform and to rebirth. You need to expect it. Why don't you just reach down and untie that knot yourself? It is loose. Why are you slow to relinquish this sense of being weighed down? Why are you holding back your own magnificence? And when you feel the circumstances are limiting you, you should consider that maybe you are fearful of change or maybe of being all that you simply could be. So this also represents the proven limitations of any patriarchal system and mindset and how the goddess is surely simply rising above. Rise above those petty squabbles and the situations that would see you feeling suppressed. Honor yourself in your life. The blue indigo flower speaks of eternal wisdom. You need to simplify things. You need to remember that you were born knowing. Let your life grow. It is time to let go of your fears and to explore your next adventure. And to finish it off, we have vertigo. Vertigo is about whatever you choose is going to be correct. It's quite a luxurious problem to be able to have a choice. And yet, as you consider all of the dizzying array of possibilities, a sensation of tilting, of things being off kilter, paralyzes you into inaction. What can you do? What should you do? Notice the keys. They're standing straight up. They are there to open a door leading to opportunities and lessons for you. Now, whatever you do now is going to be correct, as I said, but some lessons may just be more enjoyable than others. So in this message here, into this card, as we can see, all of the keys are all the same on exception of the very first one that is here. And this key is very ornate and very decorative. So you may feel compelled to simply grab that key, right? Because the prettiest key would open the most auspicious door. But be aware, all is not what it seems around you. And while you cannot make a wrong decision, do not rush to make the obvious choice. The unexpected door is going to yield the most gratifying rewards and valuable lessons. So be brave and walk through the doors that are less opened. And this, my dear friends, does conclude your reading. I do hope that you enjoyed. I do hope that you'll be able to use some of these informations, some of these messages. If you do have any questions you would like to contact me, all my information is right here below the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Have yourself a beautiful day. Thank you for being there, and I will see you tomorrow with a new message.